Hi there.
And welcome
to the Pretty Dumb Podcast.
You're in yours?
I'm in mine. I'm in my camera.
Okay.
I'm like a little porn star in my camera.
Slutty McSlutterson. Welcome back to the Pretty Dumb Podcast.
Hi everyone, we're eating desserts from PCC.
Ew. You have to edit that out. We went to our local grocers and got some delicious snacks. I got a lemon bar.
I got like 3 chocolate chip cookies because I'm a full-grown adult and no one can tell me no.
You didn't have to say how many you got. Oh my God.
Well, I'm not ashamed, Courtney.
You
I'm
should
not
be.
ashamed.
Those are big. I'm just kidding. I like always crave lemon desserts now. I don't know what it is. It's like my favorite.
I love lemon cake.
Anything lemon, I just need it. I had some lemon blueberry waffles last weekend.
I feel like
so good.
I feel like lemon desserts are kind of like an old bitch thing. Like you never hear like young kids, like children being like, "Mommy, I want lemon cake."
Mama, can I have a lemon bar,
Papa,
please?
can I have a lemon cookie? Like that's not really something you hear. They're just like, "Oh, what dessert options are there? Lemon cake? Okay, I guess since that's what's there." Like it's not like a kid is asking for that. If they are, they're a full-blown gonna grow up to be a murderer kid.
Or they're one of those kids who's like, I remember my past life, Mommy. I remember how I died.
I was screaming for so long, no one could help me. I was on the floor.
And then I woke up here. Anyways, how are you?
Those kids are fucking suck. Go drown them in a river.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're witches.
Yeah, we love witches. We are witches.
No, they're the bad witches.
Okay.
They're like the Salem witch trial
so.
witches.
So innocent young women. Is that what you're saying?
They're what they thought back then witches were. That's what those kids are. They suck.
All right, that's fine.
They're spooky. Like if you had a baby that came out of your vagina.
Nope. No. First
Okay.
of all,
I'm just saying, like, if that was to happen to you and your kid started saying some like really off the top shit like that, wouldn't you just be like, you know what? Maybe Catholicism might be able to help. Like we could do an exorcist. Because like I've
rethought religion and we're going to church.
Yeah. Like, because I remember when I was a little kid, actually, I don't remember this. This was retold to me. My uncle told me that I used to stand in the apartment that my parents lived in that faced the woods. And I would stand out there and I would shout a man's name. And my parents were like, I forgot what the name was. It was a man's name.
What if it was?
That wasn't even funny. Was it worth it? She just whispered my boyfriend's name and like, it's not even funny. Like, that's not funny.
It's a little fun if you're just out there screaming.
You're not covering your microphone.
I'll bleep it. Anyways.
But like if my kid did that, just like stared out the window shouting a random name, I would be like, oh fuck no. You're getting drowned in a river.
You're going back where you came from.
Up your vagina. We bought desserts because I thought it would be fun to eat desserts on the podcast. And guess what it is? It's so much fun. I'm having a blast.
In about 20 minutes, the sugar crash is going to hit us.
Oh, for sure. I can already feel myself getting bloated.
This is going to be a quick episode.
Be like, I have to shit.
Not here. I just cleaned that bathroom.
I did have a violent shit today already.
Okay, we didn't need that. I'm eating Ricci.
So am I.
How was your week?
My week was really good. Are you ready? It's going to be long.
Yeah, let's go back and forth.
Okay. I like that. Let's go back and forth. So this week I went to Chicago. Very famously love Chicago. Like Chicago is like one of my favorite cities to visit. Although I was realizing I've only ever visited it when it's warm. And it started getting cold there this week. And I was like, this is awful because the cold there is so different. Like it's like bone chilling cold. And it wasn't even
already?
Yeah, like the wind was insane. And I also wasn't wearing the right jacket, so that could be a part of it.
Did you go shopping for a jacket?
I looked, but I also was like, I'm just not ready to commit to spending $150 on a jacket right now. I'm not ready. Even though I did just buy a Snoopy H&M jacket for like $55. But I ordered that shit. It's such a problem. I have so much Snoopy shit. So much Snoopy shit. It's such a problem. Chicago was really good. I did the Milwaukee Improv with Joe. Oh, shit. I famously sometimes go on the road with Joe. And then I also did a theater show there with 1,200 people. That was insane. It was so fucking nuts. Like, literally cuckoo, cuckoo, cocoa, bananas. Like, insane. And then my boyfriend got to come and hang out with me, and we spent the weekend together, and we flicked the bean, and we rode in a carousel. And wait, not a carousel. What is it called?
Trolley?
No. What's the other one? It
Ferry.
spins. No.
Wheel.
Ferris
fortune.
wheel. Ferris wheel. It was a Ferris wheel. We rode in a Ferris wheel, and he. This was hilarious. He was. I forgot he was afraid of heights, and while we were up there,
Why wouldn't he tell you ahead of time?
He did tell me in the past.
He just expected you to be like, I don't want to go on this because I know you're scared.
He wanted to. It was his choice. Yeah, he wanted this. He asked for it. But like, I was like, okay, I'll ride the Ferris wheel. I'll ride the Ferris wheel with you. And this is so funny to me. We were up there, and he was like, I got up and I was like, look what I can do. And I started like rocking the Ferris wheel. I forgot he was afraid of heights. And he was like, please stop doing that. And I was like, is that all you're going to do to make me stop? And then he was like, my hands are clammy.
I'm about to pass out.
I know. I felt so bad. I was like, oh no.
You mean boyfriend.
I don't mean to be mean.
It's just my natural.
It just happens sometimes.
Just my
Whatever. He
baseline.
loves me. I don't care.
And that's fun. I also was on tour last weekend.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Tell me about your tour.
Yeah, I was in Spokane. That was my first time hosting a full weekend there, and it was awesome.
Did you have fun? Who'd you host for?
Yeah. The feature was Kenny DeForest, and the headliner was John Heffron. They are both super funny and very nice. It was fun just hanging out.
Yeah.
In the green room. But yeah, it was super fun.
Did you do anything crazy in Spokane? Did you have sex with a local?
I did not. I got hit on a couple times. I mean, via DMs, not face to face, which is like honestly better because I don't like just don't talk to me. Okay, I'm not a people person.
I also think that's like how the dating world works now. Like, who's talking to you in person, IRL?
Right.
Not me.
I was confused because after one show, I like walked by and this guy was like, hey, you did a great job. I got a lot of high fives. Spokane likes to high five. And I was like, you know what? I'm here for it. But I walked by this one guy and he was like, great job. And then as I left, he was like, hey, Courtney. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, can I get a picture? And I was like, sure. And then he was like, oh, my girl has the phone in the bathroom. And I was like, okay.
Was he cute?
Not particularly. He wasn't hideous. It was just a random dude. And I was like, oh my God, is he hitting on me? And then when he was like his girlfriend, I was like, why do you want a picture with me? I'm just a weird host that nobody knows, but I'll take it. And then we got a group picture with everybody. I feel like I need to tell everyone like the best dating advice I've ever gotten is to date someone who's already engaged, married, and or seeing someone. I have just found that it works out so much better. If you're good at sharing.
Yeah. Which, you know, I am. I'm so great at it.
I didn't get one bite of any of those 3 cookies, so I beg to differ.
I didn't know you wanted any. If you had said, hey, Ricci, let me get a bite of one of those 3 delicious PCC cookies, I would have been like, okay, here's a morsel.
Here's a crumb.
But you didn't. I think you can lick the bag if you want.
I'm okay.
No, it's okay. You can lick the bag. I literally was like, they used a lot of butter on these cookies, so...
Are you complaining?
No. Oh my God. It was so good. I'm going to go there again after I leave.
You shouldn't have told me that.
Anyways.
What else happened in Chicago?
What else happened? Oh, I went to a haunted house. Ooh, spooky.
Ooh, I want to go to a haunted house.
Yeah. So I was like looking for things to do on Saturday night. And I was like, what's like a fun, easy, chill thing to do? Because originally I wanted to go to a concert. And then by Saturday night, I was like, I literally am so fucking tired. And my friend... Sam, who I normally stay with down there, wanted to go. And he was like, let's go to this medieval torture museum. And I was like, no. Because Sam's like a huge pussy and he gets scared very easily. So he was like, I don't want to go to a concert. Or he was like, I don't want to go to a haunted house. And he didn't want to commit to a concert. And I was like, honestly, that's perfect. But I went to this haunted house with them, Sam and my boyfriend. And then I watched Sam scream and cry the entire time. And it was perfect. I was like,
did he pee his pants? Did someone get a bonus?
No, that didn't happen. But I led the way through the haunted house. And I was like, Sam, I need you to stand here next to me. I want to feel your fear. And it felt so good to hear him scream. It was so much fun. It was so much. He was so scared and jumpy the entire time. I loved it. Oh my God, it felt so good.
Oh, poor Sam. Is that who you were in bed with when we FaceTimed briefly?
Don't say it like that.
Well, you were like, we just had a threesome. And I was like, okay, you're all fully clothed and each on your own phones. So yeah, I doubt it.
No. Yes, that was who I was in bed with.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then also my boyfriend was like, I don't know, when Sam was laying on the bed, I looked at his butt and it was pretty nice. And I was like, can you like not look at my friends like that? Yeah. I don't want you to fuck my friends.
Well, that's what happens when you date a married boyfriend. I don't fuck everybody.
No. No, you're not going to fuck my friends, not my friends.
Ricci, there's something I need to tell you.
Have you fucked with my friends?
No, your boyfriend.
Oh. No, that's a lie.
That is
He's
a lie.
A gold star gay.
He would never.
I think. I can't remember.
You don't even know.
He has told me, and I literally just cannot recall right now. But
yeah, just like the heights thing.
This doesn't feel
Someone's
important.
not a very good boyfriend.
Can you not? Because he does listen to this on occasion.
Maybe tell him to skip this episode.
I'm a really good boyfriend. I am.
I believe you.
No, you should. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's a fun thing that I did in Spokane.
Yeah, I wanted to know. I asked you.
I know. We're going back and forth. We're taking turns. So it's not 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Okay. So I only had one afternoon to myself, really. My friend Kara came to the Friday night late show, and then she came and stayed at the hotel with me.
Aww.
So we just had a little summer party.
Did you guys have like a cute little pillow fight?
No, I stole a bunch of snacks from the green room, and then we watched it, and she fell asleep pretty quickly. The new first one.
I love that one. That one's my favorite one.
It was good. And I had an energy drink too late in the evening. I had it at like 5:30, and so I did not sleep at all that night.
That is literally such a problem with doing late shows is like, you're like, we have to hop up on caffeine so that way we can be on.
Yeah.
And then when it's time for Betty Bye, you're like, who is that? I can't sleep.
So all day Saturday, I was exhausted. Like, Kara and I went and got breakfast, and then she went home because she has a family and stuff. And I was like, I'm going back to bed. Goodbye. And I just stayed in the hotel room the entire day.
You know what my favorite part about this weekend is that I felt like I was doing like road comedy work, right? But like I slept in until noon almost every single day, and it was awesome.
I mean, I do like it, but also, like, there's a reason I don't have blackout curtains, because I would never, ever get out of bed. Like, the hotel, the first night.
Oh, they're so dark.
I know. My first night there, the first morning waking up, I got out of bed at noon, and I was like, I'm going to get up early. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to do all this stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? Oh, my God.
But also, like, you don't need to do anything except perform when you're, like, traveling for shows.
I know, but I am, like, I don't talk to people when I'm out and about. I'm not like super outgoing, so I need to push myself to get out. Otherwise, I'm totally content staying in the room. So I want to get out and actually see things. And I did. I had one afternoon where I just walked around and went to the waterfront. Spokane's actually kind of cute. Have you heard? Oh my God.
It is cute if you stay in certain areas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, the neighborhood, I stayed at the Davenport Tower, which is a really nice hotel.
Oh, fancy.
But the neighborhood is shitty. So the club was like a 5 to 8 minute walk, something like that. But everyone was like, we'll give you a ride. Like, you should get an Uber. Don't walk back. And I was like,
they saw you and they're like, that tiny short girl is going to get kidnapped.
With my pink backpack on.
Yeah. People are going to think you're a child.
And then they see my face and they're like, you tricked us. But yeah, I walked over to the waterfront. I sat by the water. Some geese came and said hello. And then I randomly just found my way into a rock shop, which is like my favorite store ever.
Do you think it was like gravitating you there? Do you think like the gravity?
It was like the perfect day for me to just be quiet, to walk around, see some dogs, and then buy some expensive stones from the earth. I was like, oh, this is the perfect day.
I'm glad you had a perfect day there.
I spent so much money on rocks.
Wait, how much money did you spend on rocks?
$70.
What the fuck is wrong with you? It's a rock, Courtney.
I like them so much.
You can literally find a rock outside.
Do you want to see what I got?
Yeah.
Do you want me to show you later?
I do. Do you want to show me now or later?
Do we want it on the pod or no?
No.
Okay, I'll show you later.
I do want to see these fucking rocks. I'm going to determine if they're worth it.
Oh, they are. So yeah, that was my
I'm glad that you bought things though, because the only thing I bought was like, well, actually I bought a lot of shit. My credit card bill was like, hey, what the fuck?
Has this been stolen?
Yeah. But also like, okay, I bought like a magnet, which I like sometimes will buy magnets when I go places.
Yeah, I do that too, but not for Spokane. I don't want people to know I've been to Spokane.
Could you imagine if you're like, do you see my Spokane wall? My Spokane wall art? Disgusting. I'm kidding. I love Spokane. Please keep booking me.
Yes. Also, just shout out to the club. It was amazing. You've worked there before, right?
That club is actually, I love working in that club so much. The staff there is so nice. They're so nice.
And they were like, oh, are you going to be here on Sunday? And I was like, no, I'm flying back, but I'll be here next Sunday for Lady Bits. And everyone already knew about the show. And they're like, oh yes, I'm already planning to come. I'm already on that show. We're all so excited. I was like, oh my God, thank you.
So I kind of got scammed a little bit. Like, not really, but yes. Like,
not really, but definitely 100%.
So like, it was kind of like Disneyland when we rode on the Ferris wheel, because we got there and the lady was like, oh my God, you guys are so cute. Let me take your picture. And I was like, okay.
This is for like your website.
And then they obviously were like taking pictures of everyone who got in line for the fucking Ferris wheel. And I like got there and I was like, we rode the Ferris wheel and we got off and they were like, okay, we're going to give you 3 copies of this picture and it's like $30 and you can download as many as you want. And I was like, okay, yeah, work. Literally, their version of 3 pictures was like, it was like 1 big one and then like 2 that were like on the same sheet of paper that you would have to like cut. And I was like, this was a scam. And then I haven't even looked at the
$30.
$30. But in my head at the time, I was like, well, this is like our first weekend trip together. And like, this is like a cute memory. So I kind of want it now. It's like a photo that hangs on my fridge. But
that's cute.
Yeah. So, but I literally, after I bought it, I was like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, you idiot.
She's good at her job.
Yeah, I guess. But also I was just so horny. I was like, yeah, I want this picture forever. Stupid.
Cute.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It was really nice. I liked it.
Awesome.
I feel like something else crazy happened and I can't remember what it was. Oh, I did karaoke and I didn't know I was bad at singing.
Oh, I could have told you. You haven't listened to any of our episodes, apparently.
What are you talking about? Like, I sing perfectly on these podcasts. And I sang a song. I sang a song at a karaoke bar.
What song?
After the show. I don't want to say.
Was it Cher?
I don't want to.
You're Lady Gaga.
No, I don't want to say. I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you later. But I sang a song. I got off the stage, and one of my friends that was there was like, "Oh my God, Ricci, have you ever even heard that song?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yes, I've been practicing all week for this.
And what do you mean? She was like, "That was so bad." I was like, "Oh no."
I mean, it's karaoke, isn't it supposed to be?
No, it was like extra bad. I had thought about it later, and I was like, "Oh no, this isn't good. This is bad."
That's why I won't do karaoke.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's like a fun little thing to do.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do karaoke again and be better. And then it's going to be like, whoa, oh my God.
Standing ovation.
Yeah. I'm going to sing a different song and I'm going to be like, people are going to be like, you should quit comedy and be a full-time singer instead. And I'll be like, yeah, oh my God.
Deal.
I'm going to realize my dreams. That's what's going to happen.
Okay. I dig that.
Yeah, right?
Is anything chapping your ass this week?
Oh, God, what is chapping my ass? I've just had like...
Finally a good week? And
oh, you know what actually is chapping my ass?
If you say work, I swear to God.
I just don't want to do that anymore. What is chapping my ass? I feel like, oh, you know what's chapping my ass? Flight delays.
Oh, no.
I think like famously, we can all agree around the world that flight delays are actually the biggest problem affecting all people on the planet.
Not hunger. Not running out of water.
Literally never heard of either of those issues. I only know about flight delays. And that is really what the problem in the world is. And I think that the world would be a happier place if we just had no flight delays and more leg room. Because the bitch behind me kept kicking her fucking seat. And it was
like a 3-year-old.
Yeah. Like
listen here, bitch.
Like her knees kept like moving and like pushing into my chair. And I'm like, I get it. Like,
did you turn around and say,
I just wanted to
stop?
see who it was. And I was like, oh, it's an older, bigger woman. And I'm not going to be like a bitch about
she just couldn't help it.
Yeah. I think it was that she couldn't help it. But I also think she was like just trying to stretch because it wasn't like constant, right? Like you could tell she was like moving. I'm like, okay, do you have like restless leg syndrome?
I had like a 5-year-old behind me once and he kept kicking. And I turned around and I was like, can you please stop? And then the mom was like, no, stop kicking. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, like if it was a child, I would like fully turn around and beat the shit out of that kid. Yeah. But it was like an older woman, like older than me. Like she wasn't like geriatric or anything. But I was like, okay, like I'm not going to be a bitch. Like you probably like don't have a lot of room back there.
Yeah.
Because I also did not have a lot of room. And it's like, I get it. It sucks. It's not fun.
On my flight back, I got the very last row.
Like by the toilet?
Like, yeah.
Yeah. That's actually.
I mean,
like
I was by the window, so I
really
didn't
wouldn't
notice.
even care because I'd be like, oh, I'm like so close to the toilet. This is actually perfect because I get up and pee all the time.
Oh, it was like a 45-minute flight, so I didn't. I was just like, oh, back seat, here we go.
45 minutes? That's so fast. That is so awesome.
I know. I'm not looking forward to the 5-hour drive this weekend.
I think my flight home was like 4.5 hours. Or no, 3.5? 3, almost 4. But it was
But
very
you did a
difficult.
time change?
Yeah, it's the time change is so confusing to me. I really feel like it's an episode of The Twilight Zone every single time.
Yeah, it is.
What's chopping your ass? Yeah.
So, I mean, it was just a slight annoyance. My parents are coming tomorrow, and they're going to stay with me a couple days and whatnot. So I've been cleaning stuff out, and I've had a pile of Goodwill stuff over in that corner
I just took things to the Will.
A long time. Yeah. So maybe you can relate.
We had camera difficulties. Anyways, you were going to the Will.
Yes, I went to Goodwill today. I was in the drop-off line. The place that I go, there's 2 lines of cars. And there was a truck with a trailer filled with stuff. So no one was in that line. And I was like, I'm not going in that line either. So there was like 8 cars lined up.
Sort through all of that stuff? Like why?
Yeah, he had to like get it out. So you
oh my God.
Get it out and put it in these bins. But the way that they do it, like you pull up to the line and then only the front 2 cars unload. Everyone else waits until you get up to the line and then it's your turn. But when I got up to the line, I got out, and as I got out, the car behind me and the car behind them both got out and just like quickly put their stuff in the blue bins. So they were full. So I didn't have anywhere to put my stuff.
Oh,
so then I just very patiently waited for the guy to wheel over the full one and bring an empty one, because I was like, you guys are stuck behind me. You guys fucked up, not me. So I was just very patient. I was like, oh no, take your time.
You know what? Good for you. Like, what a bunch of bitches for that.
I know. So I'm trying to be more chill.
Petty. Oh.
No, I don't want to be petty. I don't want to carry anger that is useless because it only affects me.
Do you think that's what is causing me shoulder pain?
It could be your posture.
What posture?
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
But yeah, it could be my increase Prozac. It could be my flow vitamins, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just more comfortable with being me, but I do feel more
chill.
Yeah, but
That's
it also
nice.
Could just be right now.
How is this chopping your ass though?
Just the stupid people in line who are like, I'm gonna put on my stuff.
You should have rammed into their fucking cars. You should have gone.
They were
into
behind
reverse.
me.
That's what I'm saying. Is you should have put your car into reverse and then stepped on the gas and been like, "Oops, sorry, my Prozac is up." Like,
It was just fun to just sit. Like, I just stood there. So they were done unloading and they just had to wait for me, and I was just like,
wait, hang on. So this isn't chopping my ass, but this did happen on like my way back home. So like obviously my flight was delayed, which is like, again, the world's biggest problem. And this woman was getting on the flight and she had one leg, which is like important to the story. Okay. She has one leg and it's like the leg that like is like clearly designed for like running, you know?
Oh, like a blade?
Yeah. We're getting onto the plane and she's like I really hope there aren't children on this flight. I told the woman at the counter, like, I don't want to sit by children. I only have one leg. And I like started laughing.
That's why you should sit by children.
Well, I was like, what does that have to do with anything? Like,
oh, because a kid is going to point and talk and be like, Mom, look.
oh, is that what it is?
I assume so.
That was not the connection I made. I was just like, you can't just like rattle off disabilities because you don't like kids. That'd be like me being like, oh yeah, I can't hang out because like your children are going to be there. I have bad vision. Like I didn't see the connection.
But if you were blind and children were there, then you probably would be like, oh, these kids keep asking me fucking questions.
I don't think children know or care enough.
If you had one leg, I think they would notice.
I think they would put it together.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, especially if you're introverted and you just don't want to talk to a kid.
I mean, you don't have to either. You can just be like, no.
I was going to say maybe they should just put that person by a larger person because they probably take up less space.
I mean, like, it wasn't like fully gone, I'm pretty sure.
Still.
I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry that's trapping your ass. At least you have an ass that can be trapped, Ricci.
Well, it wasn't trapping my ass. It was trapping this poor woman's ass. You know, at least she had both cheeks.
Goddamn kids.
Yeah. I was like, but I remember thinking, I was like, that's hilarious. Like, I want to write a joke about this.
Well, now you know why you shouldn't.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay. I'm excited to see that. You should try it at the Comedy Nest.
Ugh, God, that is like the last place I ever
Who here has disabilities? All right.
I can name a few people who go to there. It's like, you're ableist. Shut up. Go away. Shut the fuck up.
I have one more thing that chapped my ass yesterday. So I did all my makeup. I was late for work as usual. And just as I got in my car, a bird pooped on me.
Oh, in my culture, that's good luck.
It landed on my top lip.
That's fucking disgusting. You should actually be at the doctor's office right now. In fact, you should actually be. I can't believe you invited me over
here. This is your microphone.
Oh my God.
It was yesterday.
That's so gross. Did you wash your face and disinfect your mouth with bleach?
Yeah. I mean, I was in my car, so I used hand sanitizer because that's all I had. But I just kept
that even
it.
happen?
It wasn't big. It was like just a little brown smudge. But I was like, no, that's definitely poo-poo.
I feel like my natural instinct would be to like lick my lip and be like, what is that?
Ew, no. But also, I don't understand why people say that, good luck. I think that's just a thing you tell people when you had something bad happen to you.
I'm also Filipino, so like everything is like good luck or bad luck. So like,
so what is some bad luck omens?
Okay, so when I was a little kid, my dad used to like go, like he used to like play poker because like, you know, we're Asian. Or like hit the slot machine or whatever, like whatever, you know, it was better than hitting me. So I would stay home and play video games. And one time he like lost some money and he was like really pissed. And he came upstairs to my room and was like, your fucking closet door is open. And he like slammed my closet door shut and he was like, because of you, I lost money. And I was like, and I was just like getting yelled at for some shit that like made no fucking sense. And like the same thing happened to my aunt and my grandpa. Like my aunt was like living with my grandparents. My grandfather also went to the casino, lost money, came home, saw that the floor was vacuumed. And he was like, what the fuck is your problem? Why did you vacuum while I was at the casino? That's bad luck.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I guarantee to you, any
goodness.
Asian person you know who has family members who gamble have a similar story to this.
Your house has to be dirty, but the doors need to be shut.
Like, there's so many just like random ass superstitions that they're like, why did you do this? What were you
Sounds like
thinking?
they're not taking accountability for their own action.
I mean, like, yeah, that's essentially what it is, right? Like, they're just looking for reasons to be upset.
This isn't my fault. It's your fault.
Yeah. My dad is also very good at placing blame on other people for random shit. So he probably just wandered into my room and was like, what's happening? He could have been like, your pillow's upside down. It's bad luck, you dipshit. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to play Xbox.
I wonder if I have any good luck, bad luck things. I did have like a prayer box in my car for a while that my high school best friend's mom gave us all for graduation. And I was like, this can't leave the car.
Why?
Because you like write a little prayer on it. Like, please keep me safe in the car and don't let anyone murder me while I'm in my car. And then I feel like if you take it off, then it's saying, you're fucked.
Maybe. I don't know.
But it's gone now.
You're not supposed to have a mirror at the end of your bed and you have that one mirror.
But it closes. Does that count?
I don't know.
It's down.
Maybe?
Oh, don't freak me out.
That's like taking away bad energy or taking away good energy, I think is what it is it sucks your energy out.
While
That's
you're
like
sleeping?
Feng shui.
Well, it's only up when I'm doing my makeup. Oh my God. There's nowhere else for that to go, okay?
I mean, like...
Maybe feng shui isn't for a studio apartment.
Feng shui?
Feng shui isn't for a tiny...
Why did you say it like that? That's racist. Is feng shui? I think. I wouldn't say it. You're white. Just don't try it.
The F word.
There is some for apartments. I can send you some TikToks because I'm on that TikTok.
Okay, all right. I mean, there's only a certain amount of ways that this tiny apartment can
put
go.
Your bed in the center of the apartment.
Your bed isn't supposed to touch any walls.
Your bed should not touch any walls, and your TV should actually be on the roof of your apartment.
Lay down.
Yeah. And all of your plants should be absolutely on the floor or in the kitchen on the stove. So you have to decide, do you want good feng shui or do you want to cook? Your choice.
I could.
What did I do?
Are you superstitious?
Oh my God, yeah. Are you stupid? Of course I'm superstitious.
I'm Filipino.
Did you not just hear my story about my dad yelling at me?
Well, that just proved that your parents are. Or that your dad is.
Okay, yeah, I'm superstitious in a lot of different ways. But also, okay, actually, on the religion of like spirituality or on the topic of that, like when I was in Chicago, my boyfriend and I wandered into a church, surprisingly didn't burst into flames. And like, because it was like, there's a bunch of old churches there. And one of them was on Michigan Ave and you could just like wander into it. And it was like an open church. And we were walking through and I was like, I wonder like what division of Christianity this is. Had no idea. Sat down on the pew. And before I did like a little cross before I did it. And that was like so instinctual for me. I just like made the sign of the cross, sat down on the pew. And then immediately had to take a violent shit. Like as soon as I sat down. So I didn't burn. Devil in you. I didn't burn. But I definitely do think that was like.
You were burning from the inside.
Physical reaction from like entering a church. Yeah. I'm like, oh no, what happened?
The devil's trying to get out.
And I turned to him and I was like, hey, I have to like go take a shit like right now. And he was like, are you okay? And I was like, no. Pray for me.
Well, that's what you get for all your
Hail Satan.
Probably, maybe.
That was me quoting Ricci. Satan, I wasn't hailing you.
The devil takes all form of praise.
Hmm.
Yeah. You can't keep all of your eggs in one basket, Courtney.
What if I keep them all in the fridge?
Well, I hope they're in a nice case. Yeah.
I used to be superstitious. I don't know if it was superstition or religion. I think they kind of go hand.
Like to me, they're kind of like all like intermingled, right?
But when I was in like middle school, high school, I was going to youth group a lot. I was just going to church all the time. And
were you really?
Mm-hmm. Like more than my parents. I think my parents went on Sundays and they were like, yeah, it's whatever. But I was like, I got to go on Wednesday. I got to go on Friday. I got to go on Sunday.
I think all kids go through a phase of that.
Because it's just like a group of people. I didn't have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
So it's like, I 100% went for the boys. I always found someone to have a crush on, and they'd be like, I gotta go to youth group.
Oh my God.
I'm here for the Lord.
You're a little harlot.
Nothing ever happened. I just had crushes.
Oh, that's too bad because I definitely fucked a lot of altar boys.
Oh, no.
While I was like a young child also.
No, you didn't.
No.
You lost your virginity in your 20s.
Yeah. But there were so many like really cute boys in my youth group, and I was like, oh my God.
But yeah, I remember in the height of me being religious, I would think that everything was a sign. So like if I was writing at my desk and my pencil rolled off the desk, like if I dropped it and it fell down, then I'd be annoyed that I had to bend down to pick it up, but I'd be like, oh, well, everything happens for a reason.
Well, what was the reason for your pencil falling?
I don't know, but that's just what, for a time in my life, anything that annoyed me, if I hurt my thumb or something, I'd be like, well, everything happens for a reason. That was supposed to happen.
Thanks, God. Thanks for the lesson. Now I know not to fucking stub my thumb. Thanks, God. Now I know how to pick up my pencil.
Yep. I guess I needed that one extra side crunch.
Is that?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad that you learned all of those very important lessons. I think it's really important that you're connected to the God. The God. There's only one.
And it's mine.
Yeah.
He's white Jesus.
Yeah, white Jesus was painted. Oh, I have a fact. Go ahead.
Oh, I have a fact. Go ahead.
No, continue. I have a fact for the end of the thing.
Oh, perfect.
That I definitely researched before this moment.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking, like, I'm not religious anymore, but I do like rocks. I like gems. I like stones. See, I got some right over here. This one I've had since I was a kid. This is a quartz.
Okay, so when I was a little kid, I used to want these crystals so bad because I used to watch Charmed. Yeah. And I was like...
But I just wanted them all the time, and I still do.
I wanted them, and I was like, oh my God, I can cast spells with these. And like, no, like I'm not going to
Now I have adult money.
It's such a problem having adult money with like childhood needs unmet. You're like, what do I want? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
When I was a little kid, I remember passing McDonald's and just thinking like, when I grow up, I'm going to eat there all the time. Whenever I feel like it.
Now you're like, I can't. I'll have acid reflux for 2 days.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't because I'm going to be bloated forever.
I bought a paddleboard. I bought my fucking rollerblades. It is nice not having kids, let me tell you.
Anyone who's like, I want kids, I'm just like, okay, have you ever like wanted a thing?
Why don't you just go buy a cool thing?
Go buy a thing. Feel better about yourself, idiot. Now you have this thing you have to take care of.
Oh, but what I was saying is that I'm not, like, I don't think this is a religious symbol, but whenever I'm in a rock shop, I always just kind of let I just let my eyes take me to what they're drawn to, and then I just feel a connection, and it's just 100% based on looks, but I'm like, oh, I need this rock, and it brings me comfort and joy to look at, and I'm like, this is my little religious
I think that's just called
thing.
Impulse buying, Courtney.
Shut up.
Okay. Okay, should we go into facts?
I just like that rocks have been here for so long. Like longer than all of us.
You know what else has been here a long time? Religion. Christianity.
Rocks have been here longer.
But
that's the true religion.
Without religion or Christianity, would we even have rocks? Who's to say?
What is this episode even about?
I have no idea. We're just kind of rattling things off, and you know what? I like it. I'm having fun.
Did you want to, I don't know, we could talk about our weekends as road comics.
Did you like learn a lesson or something?
I did learn that I like being on my own in a different city. I like doing what I want.
Oh, do you think that's Jesus giving you a sign to move to San Diego?
No, I'm just saying, before I started comedy, I always thought like, oh, I'd never be able to like live out of a suitcase, be in all these different cities. And like, it was tiring just staying out late to do like late spots and stuff. But overall, I was like, I could do this. Like, I just felt like I could do it. Like, it was exciting to be in a different city, and like, it was fine that I didn't have anyone to hang out with every day, because I don't need that anyways. And I was just, it was nice to do my own thing and just kind of, I don't know, embrace the city and make connections and just be on my own.
It's a good time. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I feel like I can do it.
You can absolutely do it.
Because also people kind of, I don't know, it can seem scary to like be on the road as a female comic. Like, what if something happens? And obviously I'm not going to be staying in like super nice hotels every time I'm out doing comedy. But this time it was fun and I felt safe.
I'm glad that you felt safe and you had a good time. I hope you continue to have more of these amazing experiences. Yeah. What was the hotel you stayed at?
The Davenport Tower.
This podcast is brought to you by the Davenport Tower in Spokane.
Oh my God.
Thanks for housing one of the hosts of the Pretty Dumb podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah. We really need to start trying to get people to sponsor us.
Please.
Instead of making up these fake ads.
What is this, the Fathom and Friends podcast?
Oh, stop. We love Fathom. Okay. Fact time. So my fact, which I absolutely did research on before you told me about paintings or whatever. Leonardo da Vinci based his picture of Jesus, which is where we get white Jesus from, on his homosexual lover.
Oh, like
and that's on history.
What's the picture?
Like,
what's the painting?
All those like paintings that Leonardo da Vinci did.
Okay, I'll Google it.
Yeah.
So Jesus is really just Da Vinci's gay lover.
Now you know.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He had good taste.
He did. Very plain. Very white boy.
But beard.
And a beard. Actually, my boyfriend had a beard this weekend. I was like, this is so hot. I'm so into this.
Oh, okay.
Not like a full beard, but like it was just, he was looking scruffy. Yeah. And I was like, this is working for me.
It does hurt though.
I don't care.
A nice blister on the chin.
Oh my God. I wonder if that's why I had a news that show up on my chin.
Could be. It's greasy hair follicles.
Yeah.
Disgusting. I learned that if you walk at least 8,200 steps a day, then it will decrease your likelihood of having diabetes, high blood pressure, and depression.
I really need to start running again.
Start walking.
Or that, yeah. How many steps a day do you take dog walking?
I looked it up, and the average is about 10,000.
You're doing so good.
You can do it too. Just walk home.
From like 6 miles.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be at least 400 steps.
Okay.
We did it. You like my fact?
Yeah, it made me feel really bad about myself. Okay, well, anyways, Courtney and I have an announcement before we go. We're hosting our first ever Pretty Dumb comedy show on November 22nd at the Hereafter Club at the Crocodile.
In Seattle.
So
it's the day before my birthday.
Yep, and we'll have tickets out soon and promo and all the other things, but you guys are hearing it here first.
Yes, and if you send us a DM about this podcast, then we'll give you a high five.
Yep. Okay, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Bye.